I'm taking over, that's a promise, not a threat.
Uppercut season off top, you stop breathing.
Yo, real quick, can y'all clear something up for me? Is Jake Paul fighting Canelo or not, nigga?
No.
You know what? I'm glad you brought that up. Let's talk about that real quick, because before we end this shit.
I keep getting different shit, and I'm like, yo, I don't know who's fighting. I don't know who's fighting what.
Well,
yeah, we honestly, let's end this shit with Canelo. I know we got the Twitter poll and everything from the other day. Like, bring that shit up, yo. Let's just, we could drop one verse on this nigga real quick. Maybe 12 bars, not a full 16. But
to answer your question, Rome, no, he's not. He's not fighting. He's not fighting Canelo because Turkey came through at the 11th hour and gave him what he wanted, which was a 4-fight deal, and which Jake Paul did not take to. Like, Jake Paul has been spazzing because of that. Like,
but honestly, more people need to be like saying that shit about Canelo. Like honestly, God, like, and I know people were trying to come out and say that like Turkey and Canelo, they outsmarted Jake Paul, but yeah, at the expense of boxing fans, because we're not getting anything better. Skull ain't no damn great fight anybody wants to see.
We got to pull.
Go ahead and Let's put the numbers up real quick, and then we'll go back into this real quick. Yeah.
So we did ask which fight is better for the sport of boxing. Canelo versus Jake Paul, or Canelo versus William Skull. Neither one. 43% says Canelo versus Paul. 19% for Canelo versus Skull. And 38% for neither one. 21 votes and 4 more days to vote at Ring A Radio on Twitter.
Yeah. So you see that shit, like, neither fight is good, but one fight gets on Netflix and would have probably had a fire co-main or a fire undercard.
Right, and get more eyes on boxing again.
Basically, you might get 80 mil views on this one, but you fight Skull, who nobody gives a shit about, no one cares, knows, whatever. You put him on an app that only like 200 people have. You're not moving the needle, and then all of a sudden you're gonna make us try to care about a Crawford fight in September when that doesn't tell us anything. Like, it's horrible. And Jake Paul did make some good points. If you had a Canelo Jake Paul fight on Netflix, that blows up boxing. It makes it real big, the sport big, and you're looking forward to Canelo next fight. And if it's against Crawford, you're like, oh shit, like, yeah, but you're making a bigger event. It's more of an investment. But the Skull is just bullshit. And the shit he said about Al Heyman, like, Al Heyman put so much money in your pocket and you sold him out to go be a fucking slave.
Yo, it's weird because why would Canelo duck Jake Paul if they already know the fix is in for that fight? Like, all you gotta do is just show up and get paid.
Bruh, like, this is what I'm fucking talking about.
Do you see Jake Paul's trolling Canelo?
Who?
Jake Paul's trolling Canelo.
Oh yeah, that's what we told. Like, the whole where he did the Marachi band, and then the one video where he was just, like, you need the ether background music. Like, he was going off on this nigga. Like, yo, like, you ducking Benavidez. Like, more people need to say Canelo's ducking Benavidez. I don't like this shit about niggas just saying, well, he's Jake Paul's and Canelo's in his money mate era. No, the fuck he isn't.
Cause he's dodging the money too.
Thank you. Like, dude, it's one thing if Benavidez was a nobody who not going to bring no fans or nobody to the table.
This is a perfect example of, you can't say, oh, I'm only doing fights that work financially for me. Like, nigga, this fight will probably be your biggest payday and you don't even really got to fight the nigga and you still not going to fight him.
Thank you. Dude, Jake Paul, easy payday, don't want to fight him. Didn't want to fight Crawford, and that was supposed to be an easy payday for a super middleweight.
Crawford got to jump up 4 weight classes to fight you, and you like, yeah, nah, it's too risky.
Yeah, you see how they had to convince him? They had to throw the bag at him for that. And Benavidez is even a bigger fight, and they don't want to do that.
Too risky. I can't.
Too risky.
Can't do it. My legacy.
Imagine a Mexican boxer saying something's too risky.
He don't really feel like a Mexican boxer to me.
Fuck, he not. He's goddamn Irish. No, I'm not even gonna badmouth Irish. I don't know what the fuck Canelo is. He just got orange hair.
Nah, a Mexican fighter, a true. The Mexican fighters I remember, if you bring a mariachi band, that nigga fighting you tomorrow. Like, that nigga,
like
no.
dude, bro, this nigga said when the whole mention about Canelo fighting Jake Paul happened, he said Canelo said his daughter came up to him and said, "Are you really fighting Jake Paul?" Jake Paul said, "No, his daughter never came up to Canelo asking
about
him who
any
he's
fight
fighting."
that he's done, right? About any fight,
Fight.
His daughter.
And you're talking about Mayweather, Golovkin, all these niggas, motherfuckers don't care.
His daughter probably didn't even ask him, "Yo, I heard you fighting Triple G again." His daughter didn't even say that shit.
So it's like, bro, like, so imagine that. Like, come on, man. Like,
you already know his daughter knows. Now his daughter know he ducking Benavidez because she watching Jake Paul talk shit about her pops.
thank you.
So now she knows, like, damn, Dad, why Jake Paul saying all this shit? You really ducking all these people?
In the fights, who's this skull? Is this Skeletor? Who is this?
Who is this?
Saudi Arabia, like,
How much?
can I come too, Pops? Like, can I go?
When Dad, why would you take half the money to fight a nigga that you wouldn't even have to, like, come on, dog.
That's what this sounds like. Like, and I'm so glad. I know Jake Paul not perfect. He does a lot of fucked up shit. I get it, but god damn it, somebody needed to say all this shit.
Listen, if Floyd was 180, he would have fought Jake Paul easily already. Floyd would have been cashed them dollars.
And the crazy part is Floyd already fought his bigger, older brother.
Yeah, for real.
And it was a bad fight.
Bad. But my whole thing is like, yeah, we get it. Exhibition, yeah, we know. But come on, bro. Like, if you're gonna fight William Skull and y'all try to crowbar this whole, it's gonna be undisputed. How many times can a nigga be undisputed? I don't look. Once you win undisputed, I don't give a fuck who has your belts after that. You're always gonna be undisputed in my eyes until somebody beats you or you leave the division. So him losing one belt and then fighting that nigga again, and fighting that nigga to get the belt back so you can say you're undisputed is just corny. So you mean if I go to Germany right now, sucker punch Skull, steal his belt, bring that shit to Florida and post up at the corner store, did I earn the Canelo fight?
Yeah, it's like, what this nigga got on his vision board? Like, what is his goal out of all of this shit?
That's what I'm saying. But you got the media keep dick riding this nigga and say, well, he'll be undisputed. Who cares if you're undisputed twice, nigga? You ain't fight nobody. And they talk about legacy. Look, bro, when it comes to Canelo, legacy fight, there's no legacy fight outside of Benavidez. That's it.
He wants to be the most decorated. He don't give a fuck about who he fight. He trying to be the most decorated, the most accolades, the most numbers, the most.
And the media is falling in line with it
right,
too.
The most points, punches thrown in round 6. I got the highest number. Like, nigga wants to do all that shit. He wants to.
Nigga literally trying to be a stat pattern for boxing, and it's like, bro, like no, like you're the only Mexican Hall of Famer that doesn't have fight of the years on a regular basis.
Yo, Pilot, it's like this nigga's in my career mode, and he's on his fucking 18th season, and he's done everything. He's won a championship 17 times. He's won Rookie of the Year, MVP, All-Star Game. He's like, what other? Oh, I can get the rebound title this year. Like, nigga.
Hey, did you add me on PSN? Hey, Rob, did you add me on PSN?
You said what?
Did you add me on PlayStation? Did you add me?
Yeah, nigga. I did that, nigga. Check your DMs or whatever the fuck it's called on there.
You gotta remember, this nigga don't be checking the damn messages in any platform. I sent you a message on the Kali. Well, I don't be on the Kali. I sent you Twitter DM. I don't really check my. Like, what the fuck? Nigga, there was one point he did that shit. I'm like, bro, like, what the fuck are you on then, nigga? Like, call your phone. Your voice mailbox is full. Can't leave a message. Like, nigga, like, just say like, yeah, I ain't trying to fuck with you, out.
Pilot don't check shit. That nigga don't check shit. Niggas been trying to contact this nigga for years. Pilot, I've been trying to call you. Oh, what's up? Yo, nigga, you won a lotto 6 years ago, nigga.
I promise you, that's what it would be too.
Like, oh,
Publishing clearinghouse come to this nigga with the big check. Like, bro, where you at?
Nigga, we trying to find you for 5 months.
Like, we company done went bankrupt looking for you.
No, but it's on there. I sent it. It's on there.
Damn, but yeah, man, fucking Canelo a joke. Like,
so he's fighting.
More people need to call that out.
He's fighting a nigga named Skull now. Pretty much.
It's crazy seeing this fixed trade because Luka in the Lakers jersey balling out is crazy. I'm just watching this game. It's kind of crazy to see.
Oh, word.
Oh, he balling?
I mean, Luka on the Lakers with the old ass LeBron. It's kind of.
I'm saying, is he balling, nigga? Your ass.
I mean, he's unlimited minutes, but I mean. They're beating Jazz by 30 points. They're killing Jazz by 30.
I mean, the Jazz haven't won a game this season.
That's what I'm saying. Like, this nigga's like, yeah, hey, they balling. Who they playing? Fucking middle school team.
I'm going to say he's got like 14, 6, 4. I mean, he's unlimited minutes. He's got like 14 points, 6 boards, 4 assists.
That's trash, nigga. Against the Utah Jazz, he go by 30.
He's coming off an injury. Dog.
Yo, let me know when the niggas play the OKC. Let me know when.
Let's wrap this so you can get to the game because I know I need to get to bed because that celebrating I did last night.
So last point. So Canelo's fighting a nigga named Skull, and he's not fighting Jake Paul or Terrence Crawford, pretty much.
Well, the Crawford fight is going to be later, but he's not fighting.
To get the belt, he dropped. I
thought they reneged, so they did not renege on the Crawford.
He's fighting for the belt he dropped, basically.
And that's some stupid shit. And you got niggas who be like, he's gonna be undisputed again. Like, bro, like really?
Right.
Who gives a fuck? God damn! It's like, thank you, Jake Paul, for calling out this bitch ass nigga. Like, geez, like, because it's like everybody just so happy for this shit. Like I just don't get it. Like,
hold on, but Pat, as a boxing superstar, nigga, are you excited for this undisputed matchup between?
I don't like either fights. I pick absolutely none of those fights. I don't like any of that shit.
I mean, I picked the Jake Paul option.
Yeah, no, because I don't care for Jake Paul the boxer. Like the promoter, sure, you want to go highlight your fighters. You have a lot of them. I enjoy those cards. I don't Jake Paul fighting. That's lost. It's lusted to me.
Yeah, I mean, Jake Paul has had the best undercards in a long time. Though.
I don't want to see him fight anymore. I don't want to see Jake Paul fight. Period. That's why I don't care.
I feel you. But look at the shit we got to deal with. Turkey up here saying he gave false information about the Crawford fight and all that shit on purpose. Like, bro, like what are we doing here?
So Pat, you take the Skull fight as a false positive. Like, it's just like whatever.
I've seen Skull fight. I don't care for the fight. I just don't care for it. It's bullshit because if he should have just kept his belt and fight Skull in the first place instead of letting that shit go. So it's like, yeah, like, if you want, like, if you wanted to fight him, you should have been fought him. So it's like, I don't care for it. I don't care for Canelo Skull. It's not.
Niggas just stop ducking Benavidez. Fuck that.
Yeah, Benavidez. Skull is a Cuban southpaw. I already know what time. I already know the fight's gonna be ugly. So I'm not looking forward to this damn fight.
This nigga rather fight Laura Jr. in the desert than fight easy ass simple fucking Jake Paul and goddamn.
Paul would have just had a meeting with the nigga, be like, "Yo, I'm gonna lay down for you. I'm gonna lay down. You're the GOAT. I believe in your." Like, Jake Paul would have super glazed this nigga. And now
they would have wrote some type of dramatic script for the fight.
Listen,
a double knockdown, Canelo do a rising uppercut tackle, whatever the fuck.
And how does he see Mike Tyson do that shit and be like, "No, I want me some of that." Who not gonna say, "Oh, I don't want me none of that. I don't want none of that."
Well, because Canelo's still an active fighter, and Mike Tyson hasn't been out of the ring.
Canelo's not an active fighter. He's just active. I'm not gonna add fighter to that.
He's an active fighter, nigga. Stop.
No, he's active. Cause he ain't taking real fights for me to call him a real fighter. He just active. Like, that's how we have to treat that shit. Because like Jake Paul doing the right thing with shaming this nigga, but nobody else is shaming Canelo. Like, everybody just lets him do what he want. Like, bro, like, I don't care about you being an active fighter if you're gonna actively duck the biggest and best fight that's out there for you. Like, you're just being active. Like, right now, Canelo is walking into the classroom, opening the book, and he's sitting down in front of the teacher, and he got his pencil in his hand, and he's not doing anything else. But he's in school. He ain't learning, he ain't writing shit down, but he's there where he needs to be. That's what Canelo's doing. Canelo's in boxing, but he's not boxing. That's how I look at this nigga. Like, Canelo could retire right now, it wouldn't make no difference in the sport.
Niggas on cruise control.
Honestly, that's what it been. Like, it's honestly, he has been on.
Yeah, he's
gone Ryder.
No, that's what he doing. He coasted his way to the finish line. Why go out in a horrible way where you can just coast to the finish line and lose?
Because if you're supposed to be good, dude, he's taking lesser fights than Manny Pacquiao and Floyd took at the same point in their career.
He trying to do the Floyd shit, but it's looking like Floyd disguised.
People keep saying, dude, Floyd wasn't fighting niggas on this bad a level.
Floyd was disguised in the ducking. He was fighting consistently, but he was just fighting. He was selective. Canelo was
Floyd was selective. I ain't gonna lie. But it's not on the Canelo's level of selection is unprecedented. Like, there's Edgar Berlanga. You cannot compare him to any of the last 5 or 6 people Floyd fought. Say, dude, Pacquiao was trying to come out of retirement to fight Mario Barrios. Mario Barrios is a better opponent than goddamn Munguia and fucking Berlanga and John Ryder. That's how bad Canelo has gotten.
Probably combined. No, I was kidding.
Combined, bro. Like, we literally talking about like the best of the worst with this nigga. Like, bro, like Canelo, like just fuck off somewhere, nigga. Like, but yeah, you got your slave money. Yeah, you slave in the goddamn desert and fight this. A Mexican and a German niggas fighting in Saudi Arabia.
No one see the Canelo fight.
Yo, what the fuck? Like, dude, open your goddamn mouth. I can't take this shit no more.
Nobody wants to see Crawford Canelo, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't want to see that either. Dude, I don't know, cause Pilot, like, I said it earlier, but I just been cool with it. But this nigga literally been...
Somebody choking that nigga out.
Bro, it's like, honestly, like, it sounds like somebody got Pilot in a chokehold, and they pressing on his damn trachea.
So that nigga in a fight with Mick Foley right now.
Like, yo, like Pilot, man, like, this nigga, I don't know what the fuck this nigga. I'm trying to, like, I ain't gonna lie, this might be Pat. Would I be reaching if I say this might be like worse than PJ?
I mean, PJ was clear when he was slizzard, though.
Yeah, that's true. He just wouldn't make it sense. God damn it, y'all niggas. Pilot makes sense, but he's not clear. PJ is clear, but don't make sense. Boy, Jesus, like y'all niggas is like. One nigga is mumbling like the Declaration of Independence, and another nigga is clearly spitting a Ghostface Killer verse backwards. I don't know who is more confusing to listen to.
Oh,
but y'all got it. Like, if I tuned into a podcast and y'all two niggas was the host, I would lose my fucking mind. I'm like, yo, what is this?
Oh, man.
But yeah, we can wrap this up, man. Like, Canelo, fuck this nigga. Like, you ain't trying to care for the sport. You on some bullshit, and niggas need to keep calling you out. Cause I'm glad I'm not the only one. It felt like I was the only nigga calling out Canelo for like the last 6 years. I'm glad the damn peanut gallery is speaking up a lot more. So it is what it is.
Yeah. To me, it's just like, you know, he can do whatever. I just won't pay attention to it like that. So. Yeah.
I'm trying to say, we didn't even fucking do a preview for Canelo last fight, did we?
Hell no, we didn't.
Yeah, and we're keeping on with that tradition. So yeah.
I'm not.
No Canelo preview for the Williams Skull.
Yeah. I mean, now if if Skull ends up stopping him or knocking him out, then yes, then we'll talk about it because it'll be like
we'll do a recap. Yeah, recaps is different. Recaps is like afterwards where we like, okay, we saw what it was.
Yeah,
we told y'all this shit was gonna be trash. He got knocked out. Yes, fuck that nigga. Good. Like, it's either or. So yeah, it'll be a recap, but I'll be goddamn if I come on the podcast to talk about Canelo versus Skull.
Fuck no,
nigga. I'll talk about the motherfucking Dolphins preseason before that shit, nigga. The fuck? Disgust me with this Canelo fuckery. But yeah. Pat, take it away. Like, let's go.
So yeah, we'll be back Thursday. We'll with another show, whatever. It might be a gauntlet, depending on what I have. If I go to Philly on Friday or not, or it might be something else though. But just make sure you stay tuned. After we got a lot of shit coming down the pipeline. So yeah, Ring Gang, we still bring it to you, in 2025, man. So for myself, Pat Scorpio, the Ring representative, for LB Shuttleworth, the God of the Go artist, for Conscious Pilot, for Top 5, and for Kingpin, who had to sign off. You know what I'm saying? This has been another wonderful episode of Real Talk, where as always, the shit's real, we talk about it. So until next time, peace. And fly, Eagles, fly.
Peace to everyone except Canelo.